Milwaukee, when Bucks guard Drew Holiday scores in home games, DJ Shauna, the Bucks in Arena DJ, plays a snippet of the chorus from Rich Flex, the first track off the collaborative album released by Drake and 21 Savage this past November, for fans in Fiserv Forum. That snippet starts with Drake asking his collaborator a simple question. 21, can you do something for me? Holiday wears number 21, so the song has been a natural fit at Bucks games for the last few months, but for the last few games, the question posed by Drake in the first line of the chorus hasn't felt quite right. With Giannis Antetokounmpo missing 4 straight games with left knee soreness and Chris Middleton still out with right knee soreness, the Bucks haven't needed Holiday to just do something for them. They've needed considerably more. In recent games, the Bucks have needed Holiday to do everything for them. To his credit, the veteran point guard has delivered. Obviously, we're a little bit down, a little bit undermanned, and he's just stepped up in a big way, Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer said following Tuesday's game. It's 2 games in a row, just vintage Drew Holiday. He just seems like he has a bounce, he has a pop, and the way he's shooting the ball. And when he gets to the rim and to the paint and gives us that presence too, he's doing everything. In the Bucks' 130-122 win over the Raptors on Tuesday, Rich Flex blared 16 different times over the Fiserv Forum speakers as Holiday made 16 of his 26 shots on his way to 37 points. It could have played a dozen or more times for everything else that Holiday did, as he also added 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals and 1 block in leading the Bucks to a second victory in as many nights. When Milwaukee regained the lead in the second half with a 15-6 run to open the third quarter, Holiday was the one to grab a big defensive rebound, push the ball up the floor and create an open 3 for Brook Lopez, 19 points, 2 blocks. And when the Bucks needed to close out the win with defensive stops late in the game, Holiday was the one to make his way down the floor and do his best Giannis Antetokounmpo impression, swatting a Fred VanVleet finger roll attempt on a chase down block. No matter what the Bucks needed in the second half, Holiday was able to provide it. He made clutch plays throughout the night and kept Milwaukee in control from the moment it took the lead 5 minutes into the third quarter. The East is really good this year, and we've been floating in that second range. You don't do that in a tough conference without a couple of all-stars on your team, Grayson Allen, 25 points, 5 rebounds, said after Tuesday's game. And Drew's been consistent for us. He's an all-star. When asked about what makes a player an all-star in the NBA after the game, Holiday claimed that he didn't know. It's a logical answer from someone who was named an all-star in his 4th season at 22 years old in 2013, but hasn't been to one since, despite being nearly universally recognized by players and coaches alike as one of the best two-way players in the NBA. He theorized that you need to score a lot of points and make highlight plays to be an all-star, things he doesn't feel like he typically does, before realizing that is exactly what he has done for the last week with Antetokounmpo on the sideline. In the 4 games Antetokounmpo has missed, Holiday is averaging 27 points, 4.8 rebounds and 9.8 assists in 35.3 minutes per game. He has shot 59.4% from the field and 48.3% on 7.3 three-point attempts per game. To be clear, Holiday can still make amazing defensive plays like the chase-down block he had in the final 2 minutes of Tuesday's game, or this ridiculous steal and heads-up save off of VanVleet that helped the Bucks maintain their lead. But his stellar defense is not what is currently standing out to opposing coaches as they put together their scouting report. Right now, I don't know if I've ever seen him as aggressive as I've seen him. Like ever, Raptors coach Nick Nurse said before the game. Like he is really going early. Going fast. Going up the side and looking to score. Down the middle, up the side, back ends. And if he doesn't get those, he's dancing a lot more than I remember to step back threes. He's just saying, while these guys are out, I gotta be ultra aggressive. And he's doing it and playing with a tremendous amount of confidence and freedom, it looks like, out there. That's never really been who he is, but it's been pretty impressive this last stretch for sure. When the Bucks needed a bucket late in the game on Tuesday, they just put the ball in Holiday's hands and let him go to work. In the last 4 games, the Bucks have faced three defenses that like to switch and play zone and do everything in their power to keep their opponents out behind the three-point line with strong defense at the point of attack. And while Milwaukee has struggled with those defenses some in the first half of each of the last two games, it has broken free offensively when it has essentially just let Holiday run the show. OG Anunoby is a quality defender. The Bucks didn't get much going on the possession above, but it didn't matter because Holiday got to a spot he liked and hit a tough shot on a step-back fadeaway jumper from the corner. There is nothing easy about that shot, but Holiday still made it because of the rhythm he has been in recently. But first, if you are new to the Bucks News channel, take advantage and subscribe so you don't miss the latest news that happens in the world of basketball. We are always bringing you firsthand here. Enjoy and like this video, so that YouTube continues to bring you the latest Bucks news in the world of basketball. Drew has obviously been incredible and amazing, Lopez said. What's amazing about Drew is he makes the hardest shots, the highest degree of difficulty shots, look so easy. It gives you just, like you have the feeling as he's taking one of those shots, oh, that's nothing. That's just going to go in. That's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know, it's really cool. I'm just on the court watching him like, all right, Drew step back, behind the backboard. And count that. Go the other way. The Bucks set a high, double ball screen for Holiday and the Raptors blew it up immediately by switching Pascal Siakam onto Holiday. The veteran point guard, however, was not deterred. He read the switch and split the defenders, as though they were trying to execute a blitzing scheme, and put Siakam on his back. As Siakam reached to try to poke away his dribble, Holiday switched the ball from his right hand to his left to put Siakam out of position and then hit a step-back three over him. The high-speed processing required to make the move without turning the ball over was spectacular, but pulling it off and then hitting the shot was something you might see out of Stephen Curry. But that is just the groove that Holiday has found in the last week. Number 21 has been doing everything for the Bucks right now and they have needed every bit of it to pull out wins on back-to-back nights in Milwaukee. This is just an absurd shot to make with the game hanging in the balance.